Hi, I'm Shannon, and I'm really glad you're here. I worked overseas for nearly a decade in places like Haiti, Sri Lanka, Gabon, and was trying to get kids on computers or working projects, getting graduate students earning living wages, or helping people recover after a disaster. I really care about our global neighbors. So, when I first came across this thing called blockchain technology, I didn't understand what all of the programming and all of the code had to do with me. I was getting ready to walk away when someone told me a story about a village in West Africa getting cured of Ebola through blockchain technology and was immediately intrigued and had to learn more. So in 2017, I stored everything that I owned and hit the road. And since then, I've had the pleasure of attending and speaking at conferences all over the world, learning from some of the top minds in the industry, collaborating with some of the most exciting projects coming out of it. And now I'm here to help share all of that learning with everybody else who is also non-technical. It can be really overwhelming to get started in this industry. There's a lot of information, and a lot of it doesn't make sense to us. And that's understandable. We didn't understand how URLs worked or a lot of the internet until we had reason to learn why it served us. And now we're trying to understand blockchain technology and how it works before we have any reason to use it yet. So I'm here to break things down into really easy to understand, everyday language. I use a lot of analogies. We're going to make this as painless as possible because the technology is really exciting. And one of the things to think about is how the internet gave everyone a voice when before you needed to be a published author or have some sort of book deal in order to get your voice heard. Now everyone can share with the world. This is going to do what that did for information, but for money and for value. And I understand that that's not totally comprehensible at first, but we're going to really make this fundamentally easy. Everyone can grasp this. If I can understand it, you totally can. And, one of the things people are understanding so much more about what's going on with the encryption and all of these really intense jargony words, but nobody needs that. Unless you're a security expert, you don't need to understand 256-bit encryption, and I am certainly not the person to teach it to you. So if you are here because you've heard of it and it's confusing, because you're curious what's going to come of it, because you don't want to be Kodak and you know that there's disruption, then you're in the right place. We're going to talk a lot about what the opportunities are, what the possibilities are, what the different disruptors are going to be across different industries. And I firmly believe that this is what's going to help pull people out of poverty. It's going to be fantastic change across the world, and it's going to be really good for a lot of people. So if you're curious, if you want to learn more, if you're ready to nerd out with me, because these are technical concepts that I find fascinating because it's going to be so good for the whole world and for a lot of people who really need it, then come dive in with us. This is going to be a lot of fun, and ask questions, get involved. We have a great community, and I'm really happy you're here.